If you're in the crypto market, especially XRP, HBAR, XLM, then I don't have to tell you how crazy this past week has been and how volatile September has been. But what if I were to tell you that this back half going into October is going to be even more volatile? And it's going to happen because of these news and event stories that we're going to talk about in this video. So you don't want to miss it. Don't go anywhere. Hang out. Let's talk about it. Okay, before we dive into the news stories, hit that like button, that subscribe button, and let's jump in and look at the XRP price. As of today is $2.83. That is an improvement from last week when we saw the $2.71, $2.72, etc. That did shake out so many people. But luckily for you, if you have been watching this channel for a while, we spoke about these events coming up several videos ago, and you were ready to deploy your stable coins that you parked on the side to buy those dips. I know I did. I bought that 271, that 272. I did it twice. I couldn't let that price go. I could not step over that. I would have been crazy to do so. And you would have too if you were prepared for it. Not financial advice. Always do your own research. Okay, so what is going on that's causing that dip? But before we dive in to do that, I do need to address something that was said on my previous video, which is this video right here. It was one of my breakout videos. I have never received 20,000 views on a video. And it happened at a time where my videos were in video jail, where I was really getting about 300 to 400 views. They weren't getting much past that. This one here sent it way over the limit. So thank you to anybody that watched it, subscribed, commented, liked, all those things. It is very much appreciated. I cannot thank y'all enough. But what I'm really pointing out about this video is this right here. A viewer left us a comment in the comment section to let me know that I misquoted something. I went back and watched the video and went back and looked at my sources. And sure enough, I messed up. I misquoted. I misspoke. So I'm going to address that because on this channel, I'm not trying to mislead. I'm not trying to misinform. I'm not trying to convince anybody of anything else other than here's the news stories. Go learn about it. But what I did say was I said 7.5 billion XRP. When you see right here, it's actually 7,050 million XRP. So I did misquote. I did misspeak. So my apologies for that, but I am coming back and addressing that. I'm sorry. I mess up. I'm human, but I do want to get called out for it. And that's why I always leave my resources and my description down below so you can go and double check and do your own research. Okay. So I'm sorry. I did misquote. I'm sorry. I will work on that. Please forgive me, but I'm trying to do better. So thank you for calling me out. I do appreciate the feedback. I do work on it because I do want to be a good source of accurate information for people. Okay. So what's going on this week that is going to really impact the market? Because that's what you're really here for, right? So SWIFT has SWIFT Sibos 2025. And you'll see from their page right here, it says the timeline is finally here. Cybos 2025 kicks off tomorrow. 11,500 plus people, 500 plus speakers, 200 plus exhibitors at this event. So this event is going to have everybody from, of course, SWIFT, all the major banking and investment firms, then also all the major crypto technology companies all together in one place in Frankfurt, Germany, talking about the new technology and the adoption and ISO 20022 that does come out officially roll out for the global economy as of November 2025. So this event is perfectly timed to really take off by the time that adoption for ISO 20022 is going to hit. This gives everybody one last chance to get on board or figure out something else. See how big that really is going to be? And these big bankers and tech companies are all going to be rubbing elbows, talking about things behind the scenes. They're off the record because that's just how business operates, right? So you're going to see these people spreading communications to other investors, and these investors are going to hear about what's coming. You're going to see a lot of market manipulation coming from an event like this because of the power that's going to be there. I won't dive in too much into it, but I will leave a link to Cybos down below so you can do all your own research. I always highly encourage that. But a couple of speakers from there or representatives from these companies, I'm going to kind of point a couple out. We, of course, have Deutsche Bank, Bank of America, Visa, Wells Fargo, JP Morgan, Citi, naturally Swift, Microsoft going to be there. Keep on rolling down. We also have, forgive me. We have the Reserve Bank of Australia is going to be there. HSBC is going to be there. And the list keeps going. I don't want to list through all this, as you can see, but DTCC, all the major players are going to be at this event is what you need to know. I will leave the link and you can do your own research. I don't want too much of your time up, but this is going to be huge. So this is going to really shake up the market. But right behind that, as that's ending, you have this right here, which is token 2049 out in Singapore. So this is going to be an even bigger event in the sense that now you have all these tech companies working together at this event, talking with other investors, etc. The flip side of it, right? Cybos is more for the bankers. That's a SWIFT event. Token 2049 is more for the crypto tech companies, okay? So some of the people that are going to be there, just kind of a quick run through, is Tom Lee, of course. If you're in the market, you know how big Tom Lee is. Then we also have people like Binance, Tether. I don't want to use these people's name, but World Liberty Fi is going to be there. And the list keeps going. Anybody that's going to be a big player in crypto is going to be at this event. That's really what you need to know. But the agenda is more important to study. So again, this link will be in the description. Go check Cybos out. Go check out Token 2049, or you can Google it, right? Okay. So also what's coming up is, before we dive into the next one, this is a post from Eleanor Tourette. Eleanor pointed out something about the Clarity Act. So she says, looks like the House formally sent the Clarity Act to the Senate last Thursday. And this was posted September 26th. Last Thursday, where it was referred to the banking GOP. It comes after the House voted to retroactively combine GOP Majority Whip's anti-CBDC bill into Clarity last week. Again, just nothing major, just part of the process in it. It is set to consider the bill alongside its own draft. So essentially, the Clarity Act is getting pushed forward. But keep in mind, this was, I should be able to pop it up right here. It was on September 18th that this was sent off to the House and the Senate, right? But what's more important is what's happening Monday, 29th, 2025, which is the SEC announces agenda panelists for the SEC-CFTC roundtable on regulatory harmonization efforts. To break that down, that's essentially SEC, which is more securities, hence the securities exchange, right? And then the CFTC is more the commodity. So they're looking at the difference between securities and commodities. And the biggest friction we have right now when it comes to crypto is we don't know what is a security and what is a commodity. There's a lot of rumors and speculations and hints that a lot of these products are going to be commodities, but they have not defined it yet. And this kind of panel like this is going to provide that clarity. If you need that clarity for the Clarity Act, see how they kind of all happen to trickle together. So we have the Clarity Act moving forward on September 18th. Now we have September 29th, CFTC, the SEC having a roundtable. That's right after. Of course, we do have, during the same time as SWIFT Sibos, moving into Token 2049. It's no coincidence, guys. It's all timing. So stay educated, stay informed so you don't get shaken out. Okay, so before we end this video, I'm going to take a little personal note. If you made it 8 minutes in, you might be a little bit interested and learn a little bit more about me. My background is more sales and business development for Fortune 500 companies. I got into crypto because I found the technology fascinating. It's something I could really wrap my mind around, and I understand the business side of it and the impact it's going to have. But also on top of that, this YouTube channel for me is just more a way to connect with people that want to learn about it, and is a way for me to share what I find fascinating out in the market. Because if I find it fascinating, there's probably other people out there that would like to hear this information. So my goal here is always just to present this information. I don't like giving a lot of my own personal biases behind it because I want people to think for themselves, but I will help guide you in a direction to see some different news sources maybe you don't come across, right? That's my goal. I want to be the different person. I'm not here to hype people. I'm not here to push and go push this product and go do this and that. I want to give you the news stories. I want you to give them information. I want you to go do your own research and make your investments based off of being truly informed, so you don't get shaken out or flooded out by some false news story pushed by whoever. You know what I mean? So to stay educated and stay focused, and make sure you trust the people you're following, because you can be misled out there. There are bad actors out there that just want to get paid. So pay attention to that. Be careful. Stay informed. But that's all I have for you on this video. As always, take care of the people around you. Take care of yourself. Become the change you want to see. I'll see you on the next one.